All right, so this one I'm going to show you is a brand I know absolutely nothing about. And when I say nothing, I know nothing about trim packages. I'd never driven one, never even sat in one. So when this come, I was real excited to get it just because I'd never experienced one, and I thought it was kind of cool. So we're gonna take a look at it real quick. So this is a 2017 Genesis G80 all-wheel drive, or at least I think it's all-wheel drive. It says H-Track on the back. It felt all-wheel drive when I drove it. Full-size car. So this is Hyundai's quote-unquote luxury brand or their upscale brand, however you want to say it. Again, I know nothing about these other than the little bit of time that I drove it, probably about 80 miles maybe last night. But super cool car. Like I said, it is a G80. It's got a 3.8 in it. It says H-Track, so I assume this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. It's got your backup camera, as you can see, backup sensors. I love their emblem. I just I like the wings and kind of the crest. I think that looks super cool. Um, it's a neat car. I ain't gonna lie, driving it drives just as good as any BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Acura that's on the market. This thing drives phenomenal. It's got adaptive cruise. It's got all the luxury equipment that you would think. It's got a really cool. I'll just kind of zoom in on it here. It's got a really cool pano roof. As you can see, this part here opens, but when the shade splits on the inside, it splits in the middle, which is different and kind of cool. We'll walk around here to the front and take a look. It's got all your parking sensors, and it's got LED fog lamps on the front. Big grill. I mean, it's a great looking car. Don't get me wrong. It definitely has eyeball. Looks great. I mean, it looks like what you would think a luxury car would look like. Drives like what you would think a luxury car would drive like. I mean, like I said, I've had Lexus, BMWs, Mercedes. I've driven Acuras, and this drives just as good as any of them. Give me just a second. We'll hop on the inside and take a peek at it. So one thing you'll notice, it does have, you do have proximity keys. So put your hand in there. It is unlocked. You got power seats on both sides. You've got memory seats as well. Then you've got the Lexicon audio, which I'll tell you sounds phenomenal. You've got over here all your safety features. You do have a privacy screen. Your wheels tilt and telescoping. It does have paddle shifters in the back. I'm gonna hop in, fire it up. Go ahead and hit the button. And the gauge cluster, I mean, it looks like a Hyundai. I mean, it looks like the gauge cluster out of a Hyundai Sonata. You've got, like I said, 43,342 miles, no warning lights on. I've got the audio turned down. I'm gonna scoot the seat back a little bit. That way I can show you all the controls. You do have these nifty paddle shifters right here. All your steering wheel audio controls. This will control that screen. So you've got a lot of different. I'll go in the settings. This does have heads up display. I'm gonna show that to you here in just a second. All your driver's assist stuff's here. You control all of that here. This will set the adaptive cruise as far as how many links you want, and all your standard steering wheel audio, voice commands. This will actually change your radio. Automatic headlights. You can flip your fog lights on here. Um, Automatic wipers. You see that back there. Um, Again, I mean, the gauge cluster is very Hyundai-esque. Um, one thing I do like. I like the wood grain in this. I mean, I realize it's not real wood grain, but it looks good. I mean, it really gives it that upscale feel. You've got, like I said, that splits in the middle. So when I hit this button, you can see that opens. Got a nice clear panel roof, and it shuts. It just meets right up there in the middle. It's kind of cool. You've got normal infotainment. This does not have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This is touchscreen. You've also got controls here. As you can see, as I turn this, you'll see you can change it. Let's just go to Cirrus. I'm gonna hit this button here. Um, the Cirrus is on in this, so if you come by it, you'll have active Cirrus satellite radio. Don't know how long that's going to stay on for, but it is currently active. You've got your auto dimming rearview mirror. It does have all your Blue Link, Home Link, all that stuff. I don't know a whole lot about the Blue Link. Again, I've never worked at a Hyundai dealer or at a Hyundai franchise, so and I haven't owned a Hyundai car where I've ever had access to the Blue Link. So if anybody can tell me about it, drop a comment. I'd love to kind of hear how it works. Want to do a little bit more research and figure out kind of what it is. It does have the blind spot monitors down here. I'm going to show you. You've got heated steering wheel, heated and cooled seats, your drive modes. It's got eco, sport, and normal. You've got those controls on each side. Does have factory nav. Does have your Blue Link button here. Guess that connects you to Blue Link. Dual zone automatic climate. I love the analog clock. It's a nice little upscale touch. Like I said, this Lexicon stereo sounds amazing. Push button start as well. Let me get the seat up where I would normally drive, and then I'm gonna hop in the back and show that to you. So I've got the front seat where I would normally drive, and you've got a good amount of room. It's beeping because I took the key out, but another thing you have is kind of a Lexus LS touch. Is you've got that center console that drops down. You've got control for the sunshade in the back. They hit that, just like a Lexus or anything else. So you got heated seat controls as well. These are going to be cup holders. You got a small access to the back, but I'm gonna fold that up. Overall, you've got a good amount of room. One thing I did really like, and I'll give Genesis a shout for this one, is these headrests are actually, they sit up enough. They actually cushion your head when you drive. They're actually very usable. Like I said, driving this thing, it drives as good as any BMW, Lexus, Mercedes that I've ever driven. You can tell it's a big car. Like I said, I got it running. It's super duper quiet. Like I said, you can hardly hear it. I'm gonna hop in this back and just show you. You got a good amount of room with the seats, in normal driving position. On this passenger side, it's going to get mad because I didn't put the key in it. You got the same controls here, the same heated and cooled seats. Like I said, this thing's only got 43,000 miles, and looks like in really good shape. Still got the factory floor mats even. Tell you what, I absolutely like it. It's as luxury as any luxury car I've ever driven. So, I mean, if you want my opinion, it's upscale, it's luxury, and it's great. 2017 Genesis G80. That's going to wrap it up for this one. All right, thanks for taking time to watch this video. I'm going to have some in the pipes for y'all this week. I don't know what order they're going to come out in, but this may be on the tail end of them, but trying to get a little bit of content and some videos in the pipeline. Again, if you like stuff like this, please like my video, comment down below. Tell me what you think about Genesis being an upscale or a luxury brand. I think it's there. Again, if you like watching stuff like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. And again, I'll see you guys in the very next one.